Well, good morning, boys and girls. I don't know why I keep saying boys and girls, but good morning. But it's probably not morning where you're watching. Today I want to talk about something that I get asked all the time. Of course, I got my coffee in hand that I had to re-warm up, and now it's too warm. So, put that down. Actually, I'll put that right there. And I want to talk about a question that I get all the time. Do I, as a mobile detailer, need to supply my own water and power, or do I use the customers? Now, as you can see in my rig behind me, I have a generator back over there, but I don't have a water tank. I don't even bring a hose. That's because I just use the clients. You've heard it. I just use the clients. Now, for a long time, in fact, 6 years, I brought my own, that would be 6, I guess. 6 years, maybe like that, because you're backwards. 6 years, I brought a 100-gallon water tank with a pressure washer and a big generator, and everywhere I went, I fired up that generator, I fired up that pressure washer, and claimed that I was all self-contained. With that said, I'm still completely self-contained. I could be out in the middle of a parking lot and do a detail just as good as being in a garage, in a driveway, where I have full access, a bathroom, and all that good stuff. So, but if you're just starting out, you do not need a pressure washer and power. You don't need to start. You don't need a pressure washer. You don't need any of that. You don't even need to bring your own hose, though I may suggest at least that just in case you only have a spigot. But again, if you've watched my other videos, you know that I'm mainly a rinseless mobile detailer because of a lot of the runoff regulations that I deal with here in California. But I do bring an extension cord that's plenty long enough, and I keep it on this nice little reel. Everything I talk about today, I'll post links for, so you can check them out below. Extension cord, what's going on? An extension cord. I would suggest maybe bringing a hose if you choose to, but again, you don't have to. And a lot of guys get hung up on, well, doesn't the customer think I'm not as professional if I don't bring my own equipment, if I don't bring my own hose? Do customers get weirded out if I'm asking to plug into their electricity? And I can count on one hand how many people that have actually been bothered by me. Okay, go inside. Okay, go inside. The amount of people that have been bothered by me asking to plug into their power. Because here's the truth about it, is that even when I have the Honda 2000 generator, it's very quiet. You could have it running here and it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But before that, I had this monsters 3500 generator that was super duper loud. And so what I would ask a lot of times if I was doing a car at a customer's house is, hey, would you mind if I plugged into your power? Because I have a generator. If you don't want me to plug into your power, totally fine. But I have a generator. It's just super loud, super annoying. I'm going to be running a vacuum, which is additional noise, and I don't want to piss off any neighbors. So that's what I would tell them. And 99.8% of the time, the customer would be like, oh, of course. There would always be that one weirdo that's like, wait, I'm paying you, and you're going to be using my own power. You're going to be using my power, so you're going to be costing me money. And the reality is you're probably not going to be at someone's house long enough to really, where they're going to be able to see an uptick in their electricity bill or even their water bill to really justify it. If someone's really pissy about it and you really, have no other way out, say, hey, I'll take $10 off the detail if you let me use your water and your power. Now, where this is going to be inconvenient is if you're servicing someone in an apartment or somewhere where, a townhome, somewhere where, power or water isn't readily available or accessible. Then that's where you should watch my other videos on becoming a rinseless detailer so you don't have to worry about that. If you're gonna pick between a generator or a hose, I would strongly suggest picking the generator, because more times than not, you're gonna need power to run your buffer, your steamer, your vacuum, your extractor. You're gonna need a vacuum you're going to need power more times than not instead of a water source. And again, you can get around water by either carrying 5-gallon pails with you of fresh water, gallons of water with you to refill your chemicals, cases of water because you're going to be drinking water anyway, so you can get around that by having small water bottles to kind of pull you through. So if you're going to pick one or the other, I would strongly suggest picking a generator, and maybe just carrying around a hose. But more times than not, it's completely okay to tell the customer that you need a water source, that you need a power source. And if you act like that's the normal thing, that's just how you roll anyway, no one's ever gonna second guess it. No one's ever gonna complain about it. If you just act, well, yeah, of course I need a water source, of course I need power. Obviously, you're not gonna say it like that, but more times than not, it's gonna be completely fine. And it's gonna save you a ton of money because you don't have to have a pressure washer. Now, having a pressure washer is cool if you want a foam cannon and you want to do all that. For the odd cases that you need a pressure washer, it is very nice to have. As you know, I had a pressure washer and a water tank for a really long time, 6 years. But as you can see now, I just don't want the clutter. I don't want the crap. But I still hung on to a generator for that weird time that I need power. So to answer the question at this video, thanks for enjoying the cup of coffee with me, by the way. Still a little too hot. For that odd case, I would, if you're gonna pick between the two, I would definitely go for a generator. I love my Honda generator. Powers all the tools I use for as long as I need. Great on gas and very, very, very quiet. But if you use the noise thing as a reason to plug in or use their water or power, customers love that. Usually they don't want to be disturbing their neighbor or drawing extra attention to their house. Hope that helps. See you on the next video.